Hi, my name is Allyze Pagaoa, and I'm a current junior at Maryknoll High School. And for my Solutionary Project titled Helping Hands, I will be talking about the ongoing issue of homelessness in Hawaii and what we as a community can do to help minimize the issue at hand. Did you know in 2019 there has been a count finding 4,300 people homeless in the state of Oahu and 7,000 people found homeless in the state of Hawaii alone? And as there are many bills out there to support the ongoing issue of homelessness, there are some that leave a negative impact, such as the Sidewalk Obstruction Bill, which removes members of the homeless community and strips them from the only home that they know. And as homelessness is often pushed off to the side and forgotten about, it does not receive the necessary attention it should be getting. This leads to my essential question, which is, how can we as a community support the ongoing issue of homelessness to make up for what is left out by higher level policymakers? And for my thesis, there are 3 points: educating yourselves on the topic, donating to get them back on their feet, and engaging with the homeless community. For my first point I will be going over is educating yourselves on the topic. A quote that really stuck out to me during my research is, all the great social issues of American society play out in homelessness: inequality, racial injustice, poverty, violence, and sexism. These are all key factors in homelessness that need to be looked at instead of misjudging others based on their appearance. This quote was from the Times editorial board, which are a group of editors and experts that discuss an ongoing issue at hand. And also during my research, I have found somebody called Peter Somerville, who wrote a paper on understanding homelessness. He said that the main problem with all of this discourse is that it is disconnected from the reality of human experience. It discounts that experience or attempts to reduce it to a single dimension or lack of housing, and then produces statistical associations that do not seem to reflect any real social relations. He is talking about how homeless members think or feel disconnected from the reality of a human experience because they are not looked at as equal. And in order for them to gain touch or feel to an actual sense of reality, they need to have a deeper understanding of the homelessness issue. And when we finally educate ourselves on the issue at hand is when we can truly stop the rise of the ongoing problem. For my next point I will be going over is donating to get them back on their feet. And as there are many different ways to donate, such as time, money, necessities, and etc., there are some that stick out to me the most. And throughout my research, I have found somebody named Monica Potts, who is an award-winning journalist or writer who wrote a story in the perspective of a person named Susan. And she said it had taken her more than 3 years, help from at least 3 social workers, and thousands of dollars, but she was finally stably housed, and at least for a year. To get back on your feet is hard, and without the help of others, it is even harder. And for taking account for how long you've been homeless, it comes with many health declines. Reaching out for help, you can find people out there who are really passionate in helping you to get off the streets and get your life straight. Another thing I found during my research is from Richard Berry, who is the former mayor of Albuquerque, New Mexico. He said, "We're going to take this man at his word and others like him. The man says he wants a job. We're going to give him a job, and we're going to make our city an even better place in the meantime." He created a project that is a beautification project that takes members of the homeless community or anybody who needs work off the streets and to beautify his city. The project was called There's a Better Way. It gives a sense of dignity to people who are begging for money on the streets. But as you see, all donations don't need to be materialistic, but just by donating your time and help can create a more united community. For my third point I will be going over is engaging with the homeless community. Through extensive research, I have found Becky BLANTON, who gave a TED Talk about her encounter with homelessness. She said, "The working homeless primarily remain invisible, but if you ever meet one, engage them, encourage them, and offer them hope. The human spirit can overcome anything if it has hope." With her encounter, she had met with her old or former college professor, which told her the real homeless don't have hope. And if we offer hope to somebody, it can make a big impact in their life and help them to not give up and keep pushing. Another thing I have found during my research is a documentary called Life on the Streets by award-winning LA Times journalist Lisa Biagiotti, which said, "I have full healthcare and full medical benefits, but no home. I am living a dying dream." This was from a member of the homeless community. This quote shows us that people out there are living a dying dream if they do not have a high-paying job. They need to pay for other things and other necessities such as food, water, medical, and sometimes that is greater than a home. And that's why they are on the streets living a dying dream. They have the money, but they do not have enough because of the economic decline in our society. Even with everything that goes on in the homeless community, offering them a sense of hope can significantly push them to get out and find something to better themselves. Solutionary Project, me and my partner were going to create donation drives at our school and then hopefully branch out into our local communities to donate to the Kaneohe Joint Outreach Program, a nonprofit organization that helps rehabilitate homeless patients off the street and gives them food, clothing, and other necessities that they may need. This project has been created by Lieutenant Dr. Josh Green and Dr. Scott J. Miscavige. They are key members of our health and government, and they have been ongoingly pushing for the homeless community, creating it out and making it a bigger issue. You can see the issue is bigger than you think. There are many different ways the community can help come together and support the ongoing issue. And as seen in these pictures, we see that donations like clothing, necessities like food, female toiletries, clothing, shoes, etc. are necessarily needed because it can help members of the homeless community off the streets and hopefully get a job or a job interview, potentially. And for us to lower the homeless population, we need to be a united front and give a voice to those who cannot speak for themselves at the moment. And with your help, I know we can make a difference. Let's do this together to help stop the rise in the ongoing issue of homelessness. Difference in the lives of those who are in need of our service. Thank you for listening to my project. And for more additional information, you can look for my website, allyzepagoa.weebly.com. Also follow our journey at Helping Hands Keja on both Instagram and Facebook. Thank you, and I hope you change your mind about the ongoing issue of homelessness.